Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Pause and Effect on Air. I'm your host CJ. Sorry for starting 30 minutes late, and today we are doing more Unity learning tutorials. So let me go ahead and get the music started. I actually decided to just boot something up on YouTube and do something fun. I hope that's coming through, and it appears like it is. I'm using the Chapter 4 battle theme from Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door remake. Alright, so where was I at? I can definitely play some of the other spookier Paper Mario songs as I go along. So 3D Essentials. So, let's see. The last time I played, I added furniture to the space. That looks about right. Then I created a bouncy ball. I had to make sure that it could have physics attached to it so that it would bounce off that and knock over a tower of blocks. So let's take a look. Nice. Alright, so, that was where I was at. Okay, make a tower of prefab blocks. I've already done that. So now, lights, camera, action. This is the next one. In this tutorial, you'll edit the sun, sky, and camera angle to get the perfect shot of the scene. When you're ready to get started, let's go. In Unity, the camera game object is similar to a physical camera on a movie set, playing a critical role in how your scene is viewed. When you move the camera, you'll end up with a different view of your scene in play mode. Okay, so in the hierarchy window, select the camera. Okay, so the camera's right there. In the toolbar overlay at the bottom of scene view, grid and snap, draw modes, view options, cameras. Move and rotate the camera and notice how the camera's preview changes. Yeah. I want to try rotating this. Ooh, fancy. Excuse me. Also, if the music is too loud, please let me know and I'll turn it down a little bit more. Okay, in the inspector window in the camera component, use the field of view slider to change how zoomed in the camera is. Where? Inspector, okay. Oh, wow. What was it at, 60? Yeah. Try to get a good view of the ball bouncing action, but don't worry about getting the perfect angle just yet. You'll do that in the next step. Okay. In the scene view, use fly-through mode to get the perfect view of the bouncing ball and your block towers. Pumpkin, hello, welcome to the stream. I think right here ought to be cool. Okay, I like that there's a shortcut here. Select the camera. Now, Control-Shift-F. I actually really like that. SC Jolly, welcome to the stream. Alright, Control-Shift-F. I want to see what it looks like doing this. Cool. this actually isn't that bad of an angle. Let's see. Okay, that's good. That's very good. If necessary, tweak the position, rotation, or field of view property in the camera component to get the perfect angle. There. Okay, try to do these minor movements in the scene view with fly-through mode can be frustrating. Try lightly tapping on the WASD keys while holding the right mouse to do small movements. Ah, yes. Okay. Okay, so now, in the hierarchy window, select directional light, game object, then frame it into the scene view. What am I making? I'm actually at this point just doing tutorials on how to work in Unity. The last time I ever touched this engine was when I was studying game design in college, and I got effectively thrown into the deep end with like no real sense of like how to work it or what to do, and always had to like rely on other people. I was not exactly smart or technically versed when it came to this. But then as I started doing for real game design learning journey, when I started taking streaming a lot more seriously back in like August of 2023, I think, I started learning engine after engine. I learned how to do like RPG Maker MV, SRPG Studio. I learned a little bit of Godot. I tried working in things like Game Maker, Construct 3, and Pixel Game Maker MV, but couldn't 100% hack it. So I just decided to stick with what I knew, and that has since gone stale. So I have just decided, like, it's time, in the spirit of spooky season and avoiding the things that I fear the most, it's finally time to rip off the goddamn Band-Aid and just start learning this engine. Let me see how this goes. Oh yeah, this angle looks a lot better. Okay, so, and come to find out, like, I said it last week, I was fearful for nothing. Like, it turns out, I'm actually good. Or not, I'm actually good at this, but I retained more knowledge than I thought I did. It's nifty to know that using the Control-Shift-F trick from before, I can adjust the positions in fly-through mode of not just the camera, but also like directional light. You just hate the dress's mirror that's crowding the window. I mean, I couldn't find another space to put it, SC Jolly, I'm sorry. Oh. Wait, no, that was a camera. SC Jolly, the entire point of the design was design it how you want, but leave one corner open so you can set up this falling block tower. Okay, that's done. Okay, that's actually better. Why can't it be a game room or a living room? Because that's what the tutorial wanted me to set up, SC Jolly. Stop questioning it. I'm mostly kidding, but yeah, that's what they asked me to do. Oh, I didn't even notice this. Okay, in the hierarchy window, rotate the light to adjust the shadows and overall lighting. I think having it from the top down is actually fine. Changes in position won't affect the lighting due to its sun-like nature. It represents a light that's located infinitely far away and emits light only in one direction. In the inspector window, in emission, experiment with color and intensity. 1.2. Wait. Oops. Okay, directional light. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. It makes the color of the floor tile pop just a little harder. Let me see how that's affected by... Yeah, looks alright. Okay, so we're good here. I'll move on to the next step. In the project window, navigate to Unity Essentials, Materials, Skyboxes. The skybox currently set to the scene is Sky Bright Cloudy. So this is what we currently have, and then these are the other ones. Sky Cloudy. I'm not sure I like the look of that. Sky Gray Night. That's cool. That's even cooler. Sky Overcast, cool, but I'm not digging the white. Sky Sunrise. Is there not a sunset? Like, come on, I would have liked to see a sunset. Like, engine, please. Okay. Either way, I guess I'll do the sunrise. No, this doesn't feel right at all. This feels slightly more natural, but even worse somehow. No, not even worse, but it's like, this would only work, I feel, if I were recreating the salt flats. You know what I mean? Like, hold on. Okay, salt flats. Yeah, like, okay, maybe not this. Try Gray Knight. I don't know. This looks cool, but kind of blurry. If I did Midnight. Okay, this looks cool. But the brightness of the scene is like really throwing me off. Oh, but I guess that's what we have emission for. Cool. We don't really get a sense of shadow in this purple lighting, and that's kind of making these block textures a little blurrier than normal. But what happens if I up the intensity on this to like 2.9? 4? 3. I mean, I do get the sense of like it being a nighttime room. Like it seems like it's letting the night sky do the illumination in a sense. Is there legitimately no way? I want to try to get the skybox in the frame, but it isn't quite working the way I want it to. Either way. SC Jolly, I don't have an asset for that. Okay, so as you've heard a few times up to this point, hold on. God, what the actual hell? God, it's like I can't clear my throat today. Okay. As you've heard a few times up to this point, when you're in play mode, none of the changes you make are saved. Make sure you pay attention when entering and exiting play mode so that you don't lose your changes. By default, the editor windows around the game view become a tiny bit darker when you enter play mode to help visually distinguish between play and edit mode. This is known as the play mode tint. In this step, you'll edit the play mode tint to make it more noticeable so that you'll always realize when you're in play mode and avoid losing unsafe changes. So from the main menu, edit, preferences, under colors, then change play mode tint. Here we are. Ah. Alright. Same color as the lighting in the scene. So enter play mode to test the new tint. Oh, I get it. It's not changing the color of the, it's changing the color of the window. Okay, then let me, go back to that. I think I'll change it to like a very lightish blue. Or dark blue would be better. Oh, that's cool. Okay, the color should be very noticeable, but still allow you to read text in the... Ah. Okay, very periwinkle. Okay, that is a lot better. Yep, perfect. Ooh, ow. Okay, so next, congratulations on setting up lighting, skybox, and camera so that you could get a perfect view of the block tower action. Perfect. So that's done. So the next one is 3D Essentials, more things to try. Okay, so this optional challenge is classified as easy difficulty. If you're interested in completing it, read on, otherwise skip to the next step. A vertex is a point where the edges of shapes meet, like a corner. In Unity, vertex snapping is a feature that allows you to perfectly align the vertices of different game objects to one another by snapping them together. Vertex snapping is a little tricky at first, which is why this is an optional challenge. Okay, add a new block prefab to a spot on the floor, then drag another 2 blocks onto the floor next to it. Okay then, let's try it. Okay, 3D object, cube. Okay, so let's scale. Oh, right. Oh wait, no, it said I didn't need to make a new thing. It already said prefab. Okay, where would I find that? Okay, block. Ah, this is the block that I made. Hold down the V key on your keyboard while you select one of the bottom vertices on a block. Oh. Hold on, that's really handy. Hold down the V key on your keyboard when you select one of the bottom vertices of a block you want to put on top of another. Drag your cursor towards the target vertex on another block and the vertices will snap together. Repeat this process to create a perfectly aligned tower that is 3 or 4 blocks high. I'm actually going to put this here and see what happens. Okay, it didn't exactly fall. Okay, medium. In project, go to Unity Essentials, Prefabs, Shapes. Click and drag one into the scene. Let's do an arch. Okay, to make the shape, detect collisions, add a mesh collider component. Then enable the convex property. To make it respond to forces, add a rigid body component. To give the new block some color, either create a new material and apply it, or select an existing material. I'll do mesh renderer. Oh. There was a wood one that I used before. Green grid gray, grid dark orange, grid white outdoor lines, purple swing, red fire pit. Oh, these are outdoor. Why are they outdoor? There we go. That is exactly what I'm looking for. Wait, do I need to... Yeah. Okay, song ended. I will select a different one. This ought to go over. It's weird that this playlist I found doesn't have the battle themes. Pickle, welcome to the stream. Okay, I'm putting up a different battle theme from Paper Mario. Oh, this ought to be really funny. Just need the you cracked open a cold one? Hell yeah. This ought to work. I want to see something here. Okay, so I definitely need to reposition this arch. God, imagine my absolute surprise when I streamed this game a year ago and I'm running this entire chapter and I get to the part where this plays and it's jazz. Like, I'm pretty sure I actively just went... Oh, that was caps lock. I'm pretty sure I just actively went like, you like jazz? During the stream itself. I'd have to go back and look. Actually, I was looking back at that entire playthrough. I think the name of that stream was Oh Sheet. Very fitting, given the circumstances. Will it pass under? Okay, it's still not tall enough, but this is arguably funnier. Also, the thing I'm realizing now is... I may actually move this tower in front of the other one. Like, are they... Because I snapped them together... Yeah, they stay snapped together. Like, even when they're hit. There. Oh wait, I did something wrong here. I may have to go back and see how this works. Whatever. That's not gonna work. Still needs to be kind of a believable shape, or believable size. Also, I'm realizing now, don't I have a rainbow thing? I swear I remember seeing that. Huh, I can actually see through it, like glass. This is terrific swing music. Oh, yes. There, now it kind of looks a little more... No, it doesn't still quite look like a toy. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, I'm definitely noticing that that block tower where the three are snapped together like that is definitely yeah, it's interesting as all. Okay, advanced or expert. Add and frame custom artwork. What? Wait, so I can add a picture frame to the scene? That sounds horrendous. Especially because one of you was judging my sense of style when it came to designing this room. But I digress. Alright, anyway. Right-click in the hierarchy window. Select, okay, create 3D object, quad. AC Gaming, you brought that up before. I didn't really say anything, but what does that mean? Okay, for the quad, set Y rotation to 90. Okay, so find or create an image. So I'll use something from that is not what I was trying to do. Oi, minimize. Bro, what the fuck? Okay, there. Thank you. Goddamn. Oh, you know what? I'll put on the image that of a t-shirt I wore for Halloween last year. Hang on. Actually, no, I didn't wear it for Halloween. I bought it for Halloween. I have worn it plenty of times since. Why? Because I'm awesome. Okay. Create a new material in the My Materials folder. Material, call it art mat. Apply it to the quad object. To import your chosen image into the project, drag the image file from your file explorer into the My Materials folder. Okay. In surface inputs, oh, here we go. For the base map property, use the object picker. There. Oh, that's cool. There. It is a Tonberry from Final Fantasy with a knife, and there's some candy corn in the background. Just, you better be treating. It is perfect for the season of Halloween. And yes, I do own this t-shirt. Like, I still wear it whenever it pops up in my t-shirt rotation for the day, and it still fits. It is still awesome. And let that be a warning to like anyone who comes into a child's bedroom. Okay, adjust the quad game object scale if necessary to avoid image distortion. I think it looks pretty good like this. Duplicate the quad. Rename. Frame. Are we just pumpkin spamming in chat now? Is that what we're doing? Okay. Adjust the scale of the frame to 1:1 on all axes. Oh, wait. 1.1, 1.1, 0.1. Reposition the frame behind the other one. Ah, there. Ah, I see what they're asking me to do. Ah, that is a very nifty ass trick. Yeah, like now it actually looks like it's not just a poster on the wall, it is a framed thing. That's so clever, I love that. Okay, next. Oh yeah, save. Right, it's gonna try to force me to do the quiz checkpoint. And I don't think... Ah! And look at that. The moment I pop it up in my other window, look at that. Your browser sent an invalid request. How? Also, wrong window there, fuckers. There we go. Right. Again, bad request. I don't know why it doesn't want to work, but yeah. So, 3D Essentials, 100% done. Okay, now here comes the true test. Because I do remember a bit of this from college. Audio Essentials. Implements spatial 3D audio in a kitchen scene that immerses the user in a unique soundscape. Oh. That's it? There's only one? Man, it really goes to show just how little priority sound and music is given in the game dev scene. Like, it makes me... I don't want to say I'm mad, but as a music guy, as a sound guy, I'm disappointed. Alright, in this audio mission, I need water. You will learn the fundamentals of implementing different types of audio into Unity scenes. You'll learn how to set the tone with background music, how to add realism with sound effects, and even how to implement spatial audio in a 3D scene. Okay, in this step, you'll just explore the silent kitchen scene. Okay, so go into scenes, kitchen audio scene. I completely missed a message from Pumpkin that says, I love pumpkin pie. I also love pumpkin pie as well. Random Starfish, welcome to the stream. God, what is up with my throat? Okay, so launch kitchen audio scene. In the scene view, use fly through to give yourself a good view of the interior of the kitchen. Okay, so we've got a kitchen island with bar stools and one side and just like cabinet drawers on the other. We got a shelf, two shelves, one that has plants. There's a fridge right over there. And like different sections of stovetop. So let's see, we've got a knife block, some cabinets here, the kitchen sink, more cabinets, the stove range. Am I the only one that thinks having a paper towel rack next to the stove is a horrible idea? For my sanity's sake, I'm going to take this and I am going to move it to the middle of this island. Right, there we go. There. Now it's dead middle. And no longer a fucking fire hazard. Just Jesus Christ, whoever designed this scene did not account for that, and I'm disappointed. Okay, either way. Enter play mode to preview the silent kitchen scene. Okay, that means I'm gonna have to shut this off for a moment. Enter play mode to preview the silent kitchen scene, then use the WASD keys to move forward, backwards, and to turn left and right. To look up and down, use your mouse. Okay, nothing's happening. If you're using your mouse to look up and down and the cursor moves off to the edge of your screen during play mode, don't worry, that's expected. Okay, let me turn the music back on. Once you feel comfortable navigating with this pre-built player controller script and have explored the silent kitchen scene, exit play mode. In the hierarchy window, select the main camera game object, then locate audio listener. What do you mean scoot the stove against the wall? The stove is already against the wall. Like, that's the stove. Okay, either way. In the project window, navigate to Unity Essentials Prefabs Kitchen. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. So we're in prefabs for kitchen. Click and drag boiling pot onto the stove in the scene view. For the sake of my neurosis, I am getting this just a tad more centered. Although I dare argue I did a decent job of that already. Notice the distinctive icons that cover the pot. These represent the particle systems for the steam and the bubbles. Frame an orbit around the pot in the scene view to get a close look at it and to center it carefully over one of the burners. Done. Enter play mode and approach the pot to see the boiling water and the steam in action. Oh, that's cool. Right. In hierarchy, select boiling pot. In the inspector window, add components, audio source. In the new audio source component, locate the audio resource property. Use object picker. Bubbling water. To make the clip play on repeat, enable the loop property. Alright, hold up. Enter play mode to test the new audio. That is a lot louder than it should be, but I'm pretty sure it's because we're playing it as 2D audio in the scene and it's supposed to be 3D audio. Because see, even when I get further away from it, I'm still able to, the further I get away from it, I'm still able to hear it as though I were right up next to it. Okay. There, that's not nearly as loud. Okay. Uh, in real life, sounds change in volume in each ear based on your distance and direction relative to the sound source. By default, audio in a Unity scene is 2D audio, which means that it stays the same regardless of the listener's position or orientation in the game world. 3D audio, on the other hand, is spatialized. The sound changes based on the listener's position and orientation relative to the audio source, mimicking how sound behaves in the real world. So in the Boiling Pod game object's audio source component, locate spatial blend. Okay. Locate the spatial blend property and drag the slider from 0 to 1. Done. Enter play mode. So it's a lot louder now that I'm close to it. But the further I get away from it, the softer it is. Okay, move closer and farther away and be sure to experience the stereo effect. Oh yeah, let me try that. Just need to put my other... Oh yeah, I can hear it in the right. And now I only hear it in the left. Okay. Good. Okay, so in this step you'll add background music, which will set the emotional tone of your scene. The track you select can completely alter the ambiance of the scene, whether it's a calm classical piece, something more upbeat, or even something a little spooky. The Boiling Pot is meant to mimic real-world 3D sounds coming from the environment. I'll just turn that back on temporarily. This will create... Okay, blah, 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 blah. The Boiling Pot is meant to... Blah, 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 blah. Let's set a mood in the scene with some background music. In the hierarchy window, right-click... Okay, so... Audio source. Unity Essentials. Gonna minimize these. Audio music. Okay, let's hear what bullshit options they've given us. I don't like this for a kitchen. Too upbeat. Nope, we're not doing that. Hell no. Good, but a little too bombastic. At least for my taste. Perfect for Halloween, but not for this scene. I might go with this one. All right. So, oh, I need to... Background music. Let's see. So in the background music game object's audio source component, I'll do that to a more subtle, set it to a more subtle level. I'll do 0.2. Keep the spatial blend on default 2D. Enter play mode to test your background music. Gonna drag that high up into the scene. All right, let's see how this goes. Yeah, that works just fine. Okay, enter play mode to test your background music and how it interfaces. Now, save. Okay, add random bird sounds outside. I wish I were a bird. Okay. I'll put my music back on. Create a new audio source. Okay, rename bird1. Okay, assign the sound effect bird1. Okay, disable play on awake. Play sound at random intervals. We've provided this sample script so that you can play an audio clip at random time intervals. If you want, adjust the properties to change the minimum and maximum sounds. Enter play mode to hear the bird chirping. Well, chirp, chirp, bitch. Alright, let's see. Okay, so it is playing. Oops. So now duplicate them again. So rename bird2, bird3. So bird2 gets bird2 and bird3 gets bird3. Oh yeah, I need to move them all. Alright, let's try this out. Right. Well, I am getting birds. Alright. Save scene. Okay, so this is done. Okay, so more things to try. Easy. Add a humming sound coming from the fridge. Medium, source your own background music. Some random fool, welcome to the stream. Expert, experiment with reverb zones. Ooh. Okay, so I think what I want to do... So, select... There. Take it to the fridge. Audio source. Okay, fridge hum. Okay, loop. Set the spatial blend to 3D. Reduce the volume to 0.1. Alright, let's try it. Wait, hold on. I can't quite hear it. Okay, I can totally hear it. Awesome. Medium, source some new background music. So I'm just gonna read these instructions. I'm not gonna do it though. Browse the Unity Asset Store for free audio assets. You'll need to be signed in and then select Add to My Assets for any assets you're interested in. Then use these instructions to learn how to import assets into your project. I mean, importing stuff into your project is as simple as opening up your File Explorer window, and dragging, literally dragging and dropping a file into Unity. It is that simple. If you want to look for other music online, search for music with CC0 or CCNC licenses. You can also check out the audio files at Wikimedia Commons. After you've added the files to Audio Music folder in your Assets folder, you can swap out the music currently set. Yeah, I get it. I have cats on my legs and cannot get up. I can't tell if this is heaven or hell. Duel 1, let's rock! Alright, not sure I want to do this. In the hierarchy window, right click and select audio reverb zone. Okay. Oh, my song ended. Alright, let's pull up a better one, or something new. I think maybe I'll source something from Paper Mario the Origami King. Ooh, I have a good idea. The third boss. Disco Devil. I vote heaven, then they will capture you and take over your house, and then, Just a cat. A cat made using ASCII. That's adorable. Okay. So, with the audio reverb zone component selected, use the move tool to position it to the center of the kitchen. Okay. Should be good. Then in the inspector window, look at the reverb preset dropdown. So we have a bunch here. Off, generic, padded cell, room, bathroom, living room, stone room, auditorium, concert hall, cave, arena, hangar, carpeted hallway, hallway, stone corridor, alley, forest, city, mountains, quarry, plain, parking lot, sewer pipe, underwater, drugged, dizzy, psychotic, and user. I assume user is just a user preset type thing. Living room. Okay, I think I'm getting how this works. But I think I'll just leave it. Okay, you'll likely just want a simple room preset. Also, the knife block is facing backwards. I'm not worrying about that right now, I see Jolly. Okay. You'll likely just want a simple room preset for the most natural sound. You can also select the user presets and make custom edits to the reverb properties. But these are pretty complex and beyond the scope of this course. Alright, we're done. Yep, bad request. Okay, so this is going to be the hard part. Programming essentials. Okay, add a movement script. Select the player character and create your first script that allows you to control it in the scene. In this mission, you'll program a simple interactive experience where you control a character in a living room scene and move around to collect objects. Excuse me. You'll be able to choose from a variety of characters and collectible objects. In our example, we'll use a robot vacuum that maneuvers to pick up dirt. In the first tutorial, you'll add your first lines of C# code to your Unity project to steer your chosen character around the room. Okay, so pull up scenes, living room, programming scene. Okay, I see what they did. Swanky. I mean, I wish there was just like an extension of this where like one could put a TV. Because I mean, this feels so archaic in terms of design, but I can't say nothing. It's not like I could make anything better, I don't think. Okay. The next step is to add a player to the scene. So, Unity prefabs characters. So I think they mentioned something about a robot vacuum. So we're going to add the Roomba. There. Okay. In the project window, navigate to Unity Essentials Prefab's characters, browse through, click and drag your chosen character into the scene near the main door on the left. Warning, avoid double-clicking the prefab in the project window because this will open prefab editing mode. Instead, simply drag and drop. If necessary, rotate the player by 90 degrees on the y-axis. Oh, that's better. In hierarchy, rename your chosen character player. It's time to create your first C# script. It's a versatile programming language that is widely used for developing a broad range of applications from web to mobile to game development, and particularly with Unity for game scripting. Your first script, which is just a document with code in it, will be named Player Controller. Okay, blah 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 blah. In the project window, navigate to Unity Essentials Scripts. Provided scripts. Oh, okay. So there should be a folder called Provided Scripts. Ignore that for now. Right-click in an empty part and select Create. Mono behavior script. It's all the way up at the top. Player controller. Hello? Alright. It's important to get the name correct right now. Renaming it later can cause problems. Press enter to save the script name. You'll see the code of the new blank script in the inspector window. Notice that the name of the file is included in the code. That's why it's important to spell the file name correctly. Excuse me? Reloading domain? Wow, it's acting real weird. If you make a typo in your script name or have to rename it for any reason, it will be easier to just delete it and create a new one with the correct name. That makes sense to me. Okay, open it. Wait, no, stop. Alright, in the project window, find the player controller you create. Click and drag this script onto the player character in the scene view? Okay, in the hierarchy window, select your player game object. Then verify that your player controller script has successfully been added to the bottom of the inspector. It has. Alright, save that. Locate player controller script in the Unity Editor's project window. Double click to open it in your default script editor, such as Visual Studio. Right, because I was forced to install Visual Studio. Okay, I'm going to minimize that, something fierce. It may take a while to open the application the first time. It's So when the IDE opens, I learned this a couple years back, IDE stands for Interactive Development Environment. When the IDE opens, you'll see the default starter code that generates anytime you create a new script. Note, don't worry if your IDE doesn't look identical to the ones shown in the demo videos. If the script doesn't open in an IDE, follow these instructions to install Visual Studio. Yeah, no, I've already got it. So using Unity, engine, public class, player controller, mono behavior. Alright, Pumpkin, thank you so much for being here. Please charge your phone, and have a great rest of your night. I'll catch you next time. I'm streaming Resident Evil 2 Remake tomorrow. Tune in if you're interested. Alright, okay, next step. In your IDE, in the player controller, select all the code and delete it all. Okay. Select all of the code below and paste it in. Man, you are not teaching me how to do this myself, are you? Okay, so let me try to make ass from elbows of this. Okay, so using Unity engine, controls player movement and rotation, public class, player controller, mono behavior, public float speed equals 5.0f. This sets player's movement speed. Public float rotation speed equals 120.0f. Private rigid body RB refers to player's rigid body. Start is called before the first frame update. Private void to start. RB equals get component rigid body. Access player's rigid body. Update is called once per frame. Void update. So then private void fixed handle physics based movement and rotation. Private void fixed update. Move player based on vertical input. Float move vertical equals input dot get axis vertical. Vector 3 movement equals transform dot forward times move vertical times speed times time dot fixed delta time. RB dot move position. RB dot position plus movement. Rotate player based on horizontal input. Float turn equals input dot get axis horizontal. Yeah, it's pretty much all the same stuff. Although there's a quaternion turn rotation. Quaternion dot Euler EULER 0f turn 0f. Alright, kind of makes sense. Okay, in the script editor, paste this code into your now empty player controller. Save your changes. So, save that. There should be no errors or red underlines in your code. If there are, make sure the player controller script is spelled correctly. In Unity Editor, enter play mode, move the player with the arrow keys or the WASD keys. Alright. It's still reloading domain? Shit, where'd it go? Oh, that was a weird thing it just did. I'm moving so fast I can actually flip the Roomba. Oh, and I clipped through the floor. The dream is dead. It's gone. Alright, we're good. Right now the camera is stationary, making the experience feel a bit distant and potentially confusing for the actual control of the player character. So locate the camera, click and drag it onto the player character, and make it a child of the player. Set all the rotation values to 0. And the position to 0. Now that main camera game object is a child, its position and rotation are relevant to the game object, or to the parent game object. To reset these values quickly, select the More context menu in the upper right. Ah, okay. In the scene view, adjust the camera to be slightly above and slightly behind. Okay, enter play mode, and now we use WASD to move. Oh, this is gonna give me a headache, I already know, but we'll see. Alright, fun. That was weird, but funny, but still odd. At this point, I'm just intentionally colliding into walls so that I do flips. Oh, this is so odd. Okay, I don't know how, but I ended up on the table. I'm like doing flips and shit and just clipping through walls because I'm going so fast. Okay, we're good. Alright. Edit player properties in play mode. Enter play mode, then select your player character in the hierarchy window. Oh, I see. Okay, in the inspector window, locate the new speed and rotation speed properties that have appeared in the player controller script. These were added when you saved the script. Modify these. Okay, so I will set this to 3 and maybe to 90. Oh. Oh my god. That's not a pet Roomba, it's a feral Roomba. I mean, Roombas aren't pets to begin with. Okay. For example, make the player move and rotate more slowly. Warning, after editing these values in the inspector, the player may appear to freeze. If this happens, just click somewhere in the game view window to regain control of the player. Take note of the values you prefer for speed and rotation speed. I'm actually going to go 2.8. $85. I've never actually seen a Roomba do any kind of work. So this seems a lot more normal. And once again, I flipped. Okay, so 2.8, 85. Good. Okay, we're done. Okay, I'm gonna change to a different song. Okay, I was looking for like all the extended ones, and here we are. Boss number 6, a stapler that is also a dog. Okay, create a simple rotating object. In the last tutorial, you copy and pasted code into a new script, which is a great way to start. In this tutorial, you'll write your first line of code to make a collectible object rotate in the scene. These rotating collectible objects will be things that your player character tries to gather throughout the living room scene. The first step is to add a collectible item in front of the player. You probably want to select a collectible prefab that makes sense with the character you've chosen. The robot vacuum could suck up dirt, the toy car could get little stars, the wind-up mouse could find cheese, the alien UFO could collect gemstones. Okay, so I have options. So in prefabs, collectibles, dirt. I may actually want to adjust the size of the dirt pile. Come on, man, I'm trying to flatten the cube. Okay, fine. There, now it actually kind of sort of looks like a dirt pile. Just, what, 15 pieces of dirt? Okay, so what I want to do... Okay, create empty. Oof, I'm sorry to hear that, Pickle. Alright, let's see. Dirt pile. Put a few dirt piles in some weird spots. There, I dare argue there's plenty of dirt piles in the house now that can be collected. Sorry, chat. What is up with my throat today? God, is it because I've been switching back to drinking 2 cups of coffee throughout my day? Is that the problem? Ugh. Alright. Am I jittery? No. I just, kind of had like a pounding heartbeat for a little while. That went away. Maybe I need to drink decaf in the mornings. Nah, I say Jolly. Probably more like don't drink coffee in the mornings. Because for a couple weeks, I've been like just making, just waking up and making do otherwise. Green tea is good for your heart. I don't have green tea, but I have matcha powder. Oh wait, I have green tea that's caffeinated. I forgot about that. That might not be smart, but yeah, who knows? Okay. Okay, and so now I have my dirt piles. In the project window, navigate to the scripts thing from before. Right click, create mono behavior script. Hello? Collectible. Oh my god, please stop reloading the domain. What the hell? Okay, press enter to say the script name. You'll see the code. So in hierarchy, select the collectible game object. Wait, was I supposed to... Oh, right. Okay, I'm realizing I really should have done this. Well, it doesn't matter now. I just have to undergo the tedium. Okay, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so that's all 15 of them. Okay, drag and drop the collectible script you just created from the project window into an empty space of the inspector window. Yeah, we got that. Note that this is different from the technique you used earlier to apply a script, where you dragged it onto the object directly in the scene view. There are usually a few ways to do the same thing. That makes sense. Okay, in the project window, double-click collectible script to open it in the script editor. Okay, so it's going to open up in Visual Studio again. Okay. Locate the using statement in the top of the script, specifically using Unity Engine. Using statements link the script to the necessary libraries so that when you enter something like rigid body, the script knows what that means. Beneath the using statements, locate the class declaration, public class collectible mono behavior. This defines the script as a public class named collectible that inherits from Unity's mono behavior class. Mono behavior is a required class for all game objects in Unity. This bit of code is what allows you to add your script as a component to a game object. Don't worry if this is still confusing at this point, it will slowly make more and more sense as you continue on. Locate the start function. This function is executed once at the beginning of the game. Locate the update function. Update runs this function once per frame. Games typically run at 30 to 60 frames per second, so any code within this function will be executed many times continuously throughout the game, making it suitable for ongoing actions and animations. This is where you'll put your rotation code so that the collectible will rotate continuously. Select the collectible object and frame it in the scene view so you have a good look at it. It's just a pile of dirt. At the top of the scene view, make sure you're using the local coordinate system instead of global. So that you'll be able to see the orientation of the collectible changing as it rotates. In the inspector window in the transform component. I get how this works. Yeah, that makes sense. In the transform component, locate the rotation coordinates, click and drag the label Y right and left to change the Y-axis rotation. Okay. So open the script. Put your cursor inside the update method between the sets of curly brackets. This extra space, okay, it can be helpful to add a few new lines using enter to give yourself a bit of space before you add your new code. It doesn't change the functionality of the code, but it can make your code easier to read. Write the following line of code inside the update. Transform.rotate, rotate 0, 1, 0. And then you always want to put a semicolon after that. I remember that just so it knows to move on to another function after. Okay, save. Oh my god, why are you still reloading the domain? This makes no sense. Alright. Please run. Oh, do I need to set them all to global? Okay, we have a problem now. Yeah, that's a problem. It's rotating around the pivot. Okay, I'm gonna look this up. Unity engine reset object pivot. Yeah, that... gonna change the song again just for a little bit. Oh, my favorite song. If I shift it back to global, I wonder what'll happen. Yeah, no. Let's see what this does. No, that didn't do it. Again, I don't know why the pivot for all of these is all the way out there. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Let me double check this. You know what? I'm just going to delete the duplicates for now. I'm going to move this over here. Average Sonic, welcome to the stream. I joined to intense rock music and green tea is good for your heart. These streams are always so diverse. I mean, you're not wrong. Okay, this is from all the way back in 2009 on the Unity forums. What the hell? Okay, I guess I'm going with whatever this stupid AI thing is. So create an empty game object in your scene. Create empty. Okay, I'm gonna call it dirt pivot. Position this empty game object at the desired pivot location. For example, to set the pivot at the object space, move the empty game object there. Make your original object a child of this new empty game object. I see. So then does that mean I need to... I wonder if this will work. Hold on. No, it's still doing it. Okay, remove component. So I'm putting collectible on the dirt pivot. Alright, and let's see what that does from there. Okay, good. It is functioning exactly how I want it to. Awesome. Finally. Okay. Okay, so write the following line of code. Transform.rotate 010. This line instructs Unity to rotate the collectible object 1 degree around the y-axis in each frame, creating a continuous rotation effect. Okay, save. Okay, save the scene. Did I save this? Yeah, we're good. There, we're good. Reopen the collectible script in your scene editor. Modify to 0.5F. Okay, so I'm gonna do 0.05 or... Oh yeah, error, fine. Cannot convert from double to float. Alright, that makes sense. How often are you gonna do this? Running backend? Okay, we're good. Okay. Modify the rotation line in the update. Okay, this changes and reduces the rotation speed to half a degree per frame. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Now, oh, this is going to be long. Oops. All right, here we go. So above your start method, but after the first... Yeah, okay, good. Okay, we've added some empty lines. Public, float, rotation, speed. This creates a public variable named rotation speed of type float. The word public, as opposed to private, makes this variable editable in the inspector window. Oh, that explains it. Using a lowercase letter for the first word, but uppercase letters in the start of all subsequent words is known as camel case and is a common practice when naming variables. It's called camel case because it looks like a camel front, then side, a camel from the side with humps at the center of the word. That makes perfect sense, actually. Now replace the hard-coded rotation value in update. So 0, rotation speed 0. So save the script. Okay, invalid token float in class record struct or interface member declaration. Yeah, okay. So save the script, switch back to the editor in the inspector window. I am indeed not seeing. Oh, that's why. Publit, not pub, like it wasn't public. I feel very foolish. Okay, I don't know why it's not letting me update it. Okay, my bad. Okay, hold on. Where exactly does it want me to put it? Is that why? No, wait, I did that right. No, I didn't mean to click that. Oh, I completely missed the fact for 10 minutes that Sonic only popped in to say hi and then poofed. Sonic, I am so sorry. I just got so into this. Is it because I didn't do it a specific way? Public, float, rotation speed. Oh. Okay, it's being called correctly. I put it in the correct spot. What the fuck? Alright. In the inspector window. Okay, dumb idea. That's the centermost one? Again, why? Public float rotation speed. Using a lower case. Okay, camel case. Okay, I don't know why this isn't working. There, zero. I'll just set it back to 0.5F. Oh, what the fuck? Now it wants to? Okay, so then let me reopen this again. So apparently I just had to let it compile. Pumpkin, welcome back. Okay. Let that do what it needs. Now, this should work. Now that rotation speed has actually popped up, this should work. It totally works. I was about to completely crash out there for a moment. Okay. If you ever want to adjust that value in the future, you don't need to open a script. You can make the change right there in the inspector window. Oh, we're done anyway. Okay. Well, I'm actually gonna end stream now because originally I was only gonna go for like until like a little after 10:30 EST on my time, because I want to give myself enough time to like record my next video tonight. So I'm going to save everything one more time, and then I can just come back to this soonish. Man, it is really being slow today. All right. Well, I'm just gonna open up this window off to the side. This was the song I was playing. Middle boss battle from Paper Mario the Origami King. And that's going to be the end of the stream, everybody. Thank you all so much for tuning in to watch me just learn, work, and heavily rationalize things to myself to the point where I was starting to go insane. If you liked what you saw, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and ringing the bell to get notified every time I upload and go live. Thank you so much for tuning into my other videos and my shorts. That really means a lot to me. I've got more coming, so keep an eye out for whatever video goes up on Saturday. And tune in tomorrow. I am going to be playing Resident Evil 2 Remake. So that's going to be a good time. I played it a bunch in the past. Haven't touched it since maybe 2021. And haven't even played it on PC at all, so this will be a very interesting time. Either way, I'm off to go record and hopefully feel better about myself with my night in terms of my physical condition. But thank you. Oh, and sorry for starting stream 30 minutes late. My roommate hired house cleaners. They were supposed to show up at 3. They didn't show up until 6:15. And like they like kind of sort of picked up and cleaned my room and my office, which was like the last thing that they did. So as much as I don't appreciate that, at least the place is clean. So with all that being said, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, chatting with me, and vibing with me as I learned. I greatly appreciate your time and your presence and your company. Presence is a weird thing to say. But once again, this has been Pause and Effect on Air. I've been your host, CJ, and I will see you tomorrow for Resident Evil 2. Have a great night.